सो हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू प्लेसमेंट बडीज। आज हमारे साथ अमेजॉन और एटलासियन की इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करने के लिए टुडे वी हैव सिमरन विद अस। हेलो सिमरन, वेलकम टू प्लेसमेंट बडीज।
Hi, thanks for having me. Hello everyone. I'm Simran Singh. I'm from NIT Durgapur Computer Science Department. Recently, I've completed my 6 months internship at Amazon, and I'm looking forward for a new journey at Atlassian this month. And my hobbies are playing badminton and watching Netflix.
Yeah. So Simran, let us go through your job offers, your internship and job offers. When did you receive this Amazon's offer, and was it on campus or off campus?
Guys, before we move ahead, you might not know that many of you, about 93% of you, do not subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications, do press the bell icon. I request you all. Now let's continue.
The Amazon offer was off campus, and I received it in the month of December last week.
December last year, right? So what was the eligibility criteria and selection procedure for that?
The eligibility criteria was very basic. That was 7.5 CGPA and 2022 batch pass out. And the process was that we had to go through a coding round, and then we had 2 rounds of interview, and then the results came.
Right. And what about the Atlassian offer? Was it on campus or off campus?
Atlassian offer was on campus, and I received it in the month of January.
Right. So again, the eligibility criteria and selection procedure was kind of basic, same as
Yeah,
Amazon, right? Okay.
yeah, it was same. And the only difference was that in Atlassian, the CGPA criteria was 8 CGPA.
8 CGPA. Right. So like when did you started your preparation, and when have you made up your mind that you are going to prepare for this particular role, or you are going to prepare for IT companies, and what was your roadmap back then?
So I joined college. When I joined college, I was in computer science department, so I pretty much knew that I'll be going in this line. But yeah, I didn't started coding in my first year, which was a mistake. So I started preparing for the interviews last year in the month of January before the placement season, and I started from practicing on lead code, and then I went to binary search platform and then interview bit, and yeah, and then companies started to come. So,
Right. So Simran, as you mentioned about lead code, there are different coding platforms, for practicing questions, or, for starting the right from the basics. So students, I have seen students getting confused, like which platform to start. So what is your viewpoint about this?
yeah, so like I have started from lead code because I heard it from my seniors, and I guess before starting before starting the DSA journey, one should learn the concepts from. They can learn it from Geeks for Geeks as well, and they can start practicing on lead code. In lead code, we can filter the topic, and we can start practicing there as well. And yeah, I started from lead code, and I think that Geeks for Geeks and lead code are enough to get started with DSA.
Correct. And let's talk about the online test right now. Like in Amazon, what was the online test procedure, and what was the pattern basically?
The in Amazon we had one online test which had 2 coding questions and few around 8 debugging questions and 10 to 15 aptitude questions, and also a few questions on like HR kind of questions were also there. So the coding question standard was normal, like it was medium hard, and one question was medium and one was hard, and the debugging question was very easy, and the aptitude questions were also very easy.
From where did you practice your debugging and aptitude questions, and what was their level basically?
It was a very easy level. Like for debugging question, it was just a code. A code will be given, and we just had to figure out what's wrong in the code or what is missing in the code. That's it. And nothing like if you know the if you can derive what is going on in the code, then it will be very easy. And aptitude was also very standard. I haven't practiced aptitude from some specific place. It was very standard questions, and it was very easy.
Right. And like how much time was allotted for all the three sections: coding, debugging, and aptitude?
Yeah. So in and all, total for the coding section, 1 hour was allotted, and for aptitude it was like around 25 minutes, and for debugging also 25 minutes.
Was there any language preference कि उसी language से questions आ रहे थे और you were given options?
No, we were given options. We could have, we can choose any language: C++, C, Java, Python.
Okay, and what was your preferable language back then?
My preferable language was C++.
Okay, and now let's talk about the Atlassian online test. Was it similar kind?
For Atlassian, the coding round had, it was first a coding round which had 3 questions. The questions were like one easy, one medium, and one hard. And the interview process was a bit different than Amazon for Atlassian.
Okay, so there were no debugging or aptitude questions in Atlassian, only coding, right? Yeah. Okay. Once you knew that you were shortlisted for Amazon's interview, how did you started preparation and what kind of questions were asked in Amazon's interview?
So for Amazon's interview, Amazon interviews are purely based on data structures and algorithms. So there were 2 rounds, and in both the rounds, they only asked from data structures. In the first round, they asked me 2 problem-solving questions, and in the second round, they asked me 3, which was in the first round, the level of question was like easy and medium, and in the second round, it was medium, medium, and hard.
Okay.
So yeah.
Can you recall from which topics of data structures those questions were asked?
Yeah, so in the first round, 1 question was from DP and the other was from Stack. In my case, the questions varies. Like they
Yeah.
ask all sorts of questions. And for the second round, 1 question was for me. 1 question was from HashMap and one from tree and one from again some greedy algorithm was asked.
Okay. So the technical round was over, like with those questions, right? How long did it last?
First round was of around 45 minutes and the second round was of around 60 minutes.
Was there any HR round after that?
No. In Amazon for 6-month internship, we don't have HR. For FT, we will have.
Right. Okay. So now let's talk about Atlassian. What happened in Atlassian's interview?
Yeah. So in Atlassian, we had 3 rounds. First was coding round, and the second was system design round, and the third was HR. So the coding round, actually they asked me just 1 question, but they modified the question like 3 times, like for increase the complexity of the question. And it was an easy question, but the third modification was really challenging. And the second round was system design round, where they were not expecting much from us, but yeah, whatever we are speaking, they want to know if we actually know the concepts well or not. So it was basically they were asking a lot of questions from DBMS concepts as well, apart from the system design round, apart from the system design things. And the third round was purely HR round. So it was just random situations was given to me, and they were asking me what would I do in that situation.
Okay, let's talk about DBMS. Like, from where did you prepare for DBMS, or what are the important topics which freshers actually need to go through for an interview?
So like DBMS, operating systems, OOPS, and all the subjects and computer networks. So I prepared this subject from YouTube, like also in my class as well, and along with that, YouTube channels. I followed few of the YouTube channels as well, and also I took a Geeks for Geeks course, which was for database and database operating system and computer network. That was really helpful for me. So yeah, I prepared from these things.
What are the YouTube channels, if you can recall, those who provide, like proper videos in DBMS?
Yeah, the YouTube channel from where I prepared was Gate Smashers.
Gate Smashers, right? Yeah, a lot of people do prepare from Gate Smashers. Yeah. So that was all about Atlassian's interview. And in HR round, as you were saying that they were asking some situation-based questions. So if you can recall any of them.
Like I don't actually remember any of them, but just 1 question which I can recall right now is that they were like asking me, if suppose you face a problem and you are not able to contribute completely, then what would you do? Will you will you tell your problem to your manager, or will you take your time and solve it on your own? So these kind of questions were asked.
Correct. Okay, Simran. So it was an awesome interview experience sharing session with you, and I hope our students have learned a lot from you. You have cracked 2 big companies in IT domain. So before wrapping it up, if you would like to give any tips to our juniors who are aspiring for Amazon or say Atlassian.
Yeah, like 1 tip which I followed from my senior was that to give mock interviews. I really believe in giving mock interviews. Like, it really helped me gain confidence, and it was really helpful for me. And also, like, be consistent with the practice of while practicing DSA. That is really important. And while practicing DSA, we should not forget about the concept of CS fundamentals. That is also very important for most of the companies. They have a specific round for that, for those concepts. So for me, these three tips were really helpful. So I'd like to give the same.
Thank you so much, Simran. Thank you so much for your valuable experience sharing session and joining Placement Buddies. We wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you. Thank you so much.